All right, so we welcome in now a very special guest joining us all the way from Czechia. This is Klára Peslarová, goaltender that you might be familiar with from the Czech team and other places. Welcome in, Klára. Nice to have you.
Oh, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. And maybe we'll just start off, if fans are not completely familiar with your career and where you've played so far, can you tell us a little bit about your playing career?
Oh, so I started to play hockey here in my hometown, Austria. I played till the age 17 with the boys. Then last 4 years also with the girls. After this a long time and a successful the under 18 World Championship where we like got a bronze medal. I went into Russia. I played for Biryusa Krasnoyarsk in the Russian league for 1 year. After that, they banned the international goalies, so I went to Sweden, where I found the peace and the nice community and the people. So my past 8 years, I played in Sweden, where I rotated within the three teams. The first two, I played for the team SDE, which is in Stockholm. It's Stocksund, Danderi, and Ibiberia at the shortcut, the
Good
SDE.
for you. Okay.
Yeah. Then I played for Modo Hockey. I
Modo.
think really popular, famous team. Everyone might know it in Enschede. And then my past 2 years, I played in Brynäs IF, a really wonderful team in Gävle.
Brynäs, a very, very successful couple years there and a great team. So there are a lot of highlights to see. And then in the World Championships this past year, you played every single minute for Team Czechia and even set a record, correct?
Yep.
So is that the first time, because there was an overtime game as well, and a shootout in the bronze medal game. So were you tired after that?
To be honest, like not really after the tournament, but after like couple days, then I felt some like hardness on me. But like during the tournament, like I felt really fresh, really like really to compete. Like I was telling to my teammates that like I could play one more game after the bronze medal game.
Right.
So I focus a lot during my free year, during my rehab on this part, so I can be back. And I think like I proved that like I can play the whole tournament without any problem.
Yeah, that was very impressive. I mean, you faced a lot of shots and just literally the number of minutes as a goaltender is tough. So, great. That was exciting to see. And unfortunately, Czechia didn't win the bronze medal as you had the year before, which you missed. And let's talk about that for a minute because to me, a big part of your story and a testament to your personal mental strength as well as physical is the knee injury that you suffered. And you tore your ACL and MCL in a league game. Not to go back to the injury, but you want to tell us a little bit about that. It's just incredible that you've come all the way back.
Yeah, like I never really been injured, and then this happened. So it was my first some real injury, which meant that I need to like stop play hockey for for a while. I've been out for 11 months, kind of 10, 11. And but I had really good support. I had really really kind teammates around me, which been with me every single day, helped me with every single movement I needed to do, and like being there uh mentally beside. And like
Yeah.
as I said, the Brynäs helped me a lot. They found one of the top three, I will say, the knees doctor specialist. So uh I'm really like appreciating this one. and then just like how they like treat me in this part. So like I think I grown in this part as a person, and I will say also my mental part grown in this, that all of a sudden I knew my limits. I know how much I can push, and all I've seen in front of me was the goal. So I set my goal that I want to be back after this year. I want to participate in the full regular season with my team, and also be the part of the national team and be back in the net. So I think that's I did it. So
Mhm.
I just like move a little bit in my personal life again.
Mhm. Yeah, it's to me there's a lot of, it is a mental battle. It's all, not to say the physical part is easy, but each step of the physical work that you're doing, but mentally you might have some setbacks in just, your confidence, or your feeling that you will come back. So if you don't mind just telling us a little, like you said, you had it in your mind to come back. And then when you were able to come back, you probably came back a little different, appreciating, more what it means to be in the net, and to have those teammates around you.
Oh, yeah, like definitely, because before that I a little bit thought that it's like easy. Since I've been for a long time in the national team as a number one goalie, then like yeah, this happened, and Blanca got this spot. And watching the team playing and like Blanca's performing really well, I was like, oh my God, like we really have the future in this.
Yeah.
So it was like really, really nice to see. And in the same time, inside of me, it was like, oh, but I want to take this spot back.
Yeah.
So like I start to mentally prepare for this, and like I start to like recognize the stuff that like before that maybe something was like always that it will be happening, no problem, but
Yeah.
in
Take it for
somewhere
granted.
in
Yeah.
yeah, somewhere in my mind, all of a sudden it's like nothing is for free. You need to deserve it.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very well said. Thank you. And that's a very big injury. Is it 100% now? Do you feel confident in your knee? Do you ever think about it?
Of course there is always something, but like I'm 100% back. Uh, I had some little break after the national team, after the tournament, like a world championship, which is like obvious. I think everyone deserved their rest after the long season. But like now I'm back. I'm preparing for the next season. I don't even know what is in front of me, but
Yeah.
I'm just like working hard and hoping for the spot.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about that a little bit. You did declare yourself for the PWHL draft, and unfortunately weren't selected. So we're, hoping still that a team will invite you. But what made you want to do that? And what have you thought of the PWHL so far, if you've watched?
I watched a little bit of the games, to be honest, with the time change and everything. So it was tough to catch the games while we still had our season. But I watched the playoffs when the games were in some like normal time. I watch it, or just like a first period. Otherwise, I watch it from the highlights next day. So I've been like paying some focus on this league in the playoff time, and I think that like I think it's also one of the reason I choose to put my name into the draft. Because like I've been in Sweden for the 8 years, I think there is a really like amazing players, European players, also the North American players are coming in. But I feel in myself that if I wanna get better, I need to go into the better league, which PWHL I feel like is, because they have those the best players
Mhm.
all over the world. So I think, or like, I would love to be part of it.
Yeah, yeah. And while you mentioned that, did you take any special note of Aaron Frankel, the Boston goalie? Also, a little bit on the smaller side. We won't say, but the trend is for bigger goalies. That's all. And to me, you and she are similar in height or size. And did you notice her? She just took charge and went crazy. Did that inspire you at all? Seeing her.
Well, like I first time I really like saw her was in Denmark, I think. Yeah. So it's like really nice to see another goalies which are in the same high. But she's also one of the goalie which can make herself much more bigger than she is.
Mm-hmm.
And I know like during my years I got through a lot also with this when the coaches were saying that like, oh, you're short, you cannot be the good goalie, you need to like really work hard to be faster and like really good movements have. But like I mean even with my like 164 centimeters, like I can still be the big goalie, and that's what Erin Frankel like proved.
Yeah.
So like I'm it's like really nice to see
Yeah.
because that's a little bit how am I also working, that I like to like see the stuff on the different goalies and bring it into my style or my time to play. So I think that's how the goalies are supposed to be a little bit, that like they need to be helpful to each other, uh little specifically like just like saying their own opinions, and like you just take what you feel it's best for you.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. And I think you play bigger, if that's possible to say, the way you stay up or upright as you're, making athletic saves, but cover the net very, very well. And that's interesting that you say that about, watching and growing and learning, incorporating things from other goaltenders that you watch and work together. So uh that might lead me to ask you then, how you might see yourself fitting in with the team, if if you're invited to camp and there are already some other goalies either signed or also trying out. It's I think the league showed that more than one goalie is necessary on a team, just for either to kind of throw off the other team or to, give one goalie a rest. So how would you see that working if you're part of a tandem, two goalies, even three goalies on a team?
Well, this league is already like giving the amazing goalies, so it's definitely hard to get in. But whoever team would invite me to the camps or I get in, I'm definitely like 100% willing to like play whatever role I get. Uh, no matter what, like my flexibility will be there. Like no matter what they asking me to play, I will be playing. And I think with this, you also like growing as a goalie.
Yeah.
So I want to be there for the goalie partners, and I hope they want to be there for me.
Yeah, I would, I think that's always really interesting. The relationship between goalies on a team. You mentioned a little bit of, I mean, it's a healthy competition, watching each other, hoping the best for your teammate, of course, and hoping that you get a chance to play. So can you talk a little bit about that feeling? Maybe even there's somebody that has been your partner or your backup or the other way around. How do you cheer for someone from the bench or work together in practice? How does that work?
Well, like for example, now in Brynäs, I had 2 years with uh, Felicia Frank,
Mm-hmm.
the young goalie, which like won the best goalie under 18 turn like
Under 18.
goalie,
Mhm.
yeah, like awards. This she held with the silver medal for the team Sweden. Now she signed with the Quinnipiac College, so she's moving to NCAA. So being the goalie partner with her was like something new also, since she was a young goalie, but she was really talented goalie. So it was fun to have her to help her. And what I really like on her, that she really listened and she wanted to develop, but in the same time, like she also had like her own opinion on the situation or something. So it was also good to see how she saw the situation. That like maybe like she was right in the situation, and like maybe I'm wrong. So she corrected me, but like
Mhm.
that's how you're like growing and building your relationship. So I think this is something I really want in my team to have. That I want to be helpful and just like be there for the goalies.
Yeah, it's a neat relationship. I used to play forward, but you there's a different feel sometimes when a different goalie plays behind you. And one of the things we've heard from many people in interviews is when Klára is in the goal, she is so calm and confident that the team plays calmly, knowing, oh, if she's fine, we're fine. Where does that come from? And yeah, just where does that come from? How do you do that? Because it is not an easy
Oh,
position to play.
oh, like I don't know, to be honest. I just like uh maybe that's when I start to play with the boys. Playing with them was a little bit different than playing with the girls or female like players. So
Mhm.
I think I definitely got the patience from them, and then I just like bring it into our hockey. But I just like I don't know, like it's just the goalie word, I would say, that I'm not stressing in any other situation. I'm taking every situation on me as is it like right now. Every puck is the last puck, so I'm just like trying to do like my best to stop the puck, and I believe that if I'm in some trouble, the players are helping me. So
Mhm. I really admire that. I know, I think Henrik Lundqvist is one of your favorites. Is that so? I've
oh
seen
yeah,
it.
it's correct.
Yes. And so do you compare yourself in some ways? I mean, I think he and then Carey Price was also known for being very calm, but Henrik, I don't think he even sweated, or worried. And do you feel some similarities there with
Well, I
Lundqvist?
also had Hendrik from the side that like he is really handsome guy.
Of course. He's
So
a fan
it
favorite for many reasons. Yes.
yeah, but like yeah, I rate the calmness on him. He was really there for the team. He wanted to win in every single game. I will also say in every single practice. I think the only way we are similar in is after the lose. I know he was able to destroy the locker room basically after the game they lost, but I think I'm holding my emotions on the side.
Yeah, interesting. And yeah, to be a goalie, you have to be right in the moment. You know, you can't be looking backwards or even forwards. It's like you say, the play, if you're thinking too much anywhere other than right now, you'll miss, what's right in front of you. And that's a skill in itself mentally to have. So congratulations on that. And yeah, I think Lundqvist was very cool. Yeah, maybe behind the scenes after he smashes his stick and gets it out there, but never on the ice, just I think that inspires confidence. So that would be a good quality to bring to the PWHL. And then I just want to ask in general about the playing with Coach Carla McLeod for Team Czechia, and what's your view on that team that has done so well in the past few years, and Coach McLeod and the World Championships? Do you have any observations on why that might be, that the Czech players are fitting in so well, succeeding, and you look forward to joining that as well, I'm sure, and surprising some people.
No, like I would just like say the reason like every single like Czech player is leaving is we don't really have a good league in the Czech. So we are leaving Czech Republic in a pretty young age. So we are developing outside of the Czech. So then once we are getting all players together, we have experiences from all over the world. Basically, we have players
Right.
from NCAA, for PWHL, SDHL, Finnish league, the Swiss league. So once we are all together, I think we are more than just a Czech. So I think is also the success what we have in the past years, that the players are getting experiences outside from like different countries.
Yeah.
So I would just like say that like even though we are from really small country, we're still a big players.
Yes,
So
and so if and when you do come to the PWHL, there will be players that you've seen from the World Championships, probably from the SDHL, maybe a few that you haven't yet faced. What excites you about facing, some of the best players ever if when you get the chance to play in this league?
then, but I will note that it's gonna be a really good challenge. Yeah, I love challenge the players, so I think it's gonna be so much fun to have those really good players on the practices, but also as the opponents in the games. So I'm really looking forward, because playing the World Championships is always really fun, because you're facing the best of their countries. So this is the league is kind of offering this one. So I'm looking forward if I get the chance to play in.
Yeah, well, definitely. We hope to see that, and I won't be surprised at all. So just final question, what, with a little bit of unknown where you might be in later in the year, but what kind of training are you doing this summer, and what does your summer look like?
So like nothing changed in my plan, even though I haven't been drafted. I'm still working on my camps. We are having the camps together with my brother and a couple of players from the national team.
Okay.
Then I'm gonna move to Sweden, where I'm gonna be part of little group which is preparing for the next seasons for PWHL, since I have no club for the moment. So I'm gonna prepare with them, and then we will see if I get in touch with some team, or I will need to start to look for a new team. But I believe there's still some hopes, and I'm all in.
Yes, and I believe you will. We will see you here, and maybe there'll be a battle to get Klára on our team now that maybe goalies. Who knows what goalies are signed or not? But a good goalie, a calm goalie, a good teammate, I think would be someone that any team would be happy to have. And it's so nice to talk with you. We will see you later. We'll talk with you when you get over here to the PWHL. I'll say that, making it happen. And thank you so much for the time today, Klára. It's been very nice talking with you.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
You're very welcome, and you have a great evening. I'll have a great rest of the day.
Have a good rest of the day.
Okay, bye-bye.